please explain to me what in the hell quiet on the creek means?
Is the first day of school is utterly dreadful by Skep TV dropping bangers. So I'm so glad I ain't in high school no more. All y'all is back to school, but me, I'm good. I'm still good.
Pretty much being halfway done and school starting back up again.
Dumb dog.
Being halfway done and school starting back up again in about a month, I thought it was the perfect time to talk about the yearly tradition that all students around the world face every 9 months. The first day of school. The first day of school can either be one of the craziest and most eventful days of the year, or it could just be another random Wednesday during the month.
Bro, that first day of school used to hurt, bro, because all summer you're having fun, you're probably on the game, you're probably outside, you're probably doing everything else but doing fucking work. You just get sucked back into straight, like, trashness, bro. Cause, like, your life's going a certain, like, it's pretty calm, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you work in the summer, I don't know, or maybe you're chilling, you know, and then you're just sucked back into class, to a daily routine, bro. And, like, you just can't fight it either, nigga, you gotta go. Like, that shit always felt mad weird, bro.
That causes you to realize you're gonna have to go through absolute hell once again for the foreseeable future. But regardless of whatever your situation is, I'm gonna go through all of them in this video and show you why the first...
That tea probably nasty as hell. Nasty as coffee, bro. Ain't no sugar in that bitch.
I'm gonna go through all of them in this video and show you why the first day of school is such a big canon event every single year. One aspect of the first day of school that I know everybody has hated since the beginning of time is back to school shopping.
Oh my gosh! No cap, I don't know why I'm saying that. Back to school shopping, I didn't mind because all I did was get a couple new clothes. Actually, it was kind of good because those were the times where I finally got some new shoes, some new clothes on my back, bro. I wasn't wearing the same Dookie Doos from last year, but, you know, I was just getting some new Dookie Doos anyway because I kind of buy my own. I actually didn't mind back to school shopping. We would get pencils, I would def lose them and def steal them from other people, and they would never know ever. Even to this day, they never know, and that's how I got pencils, bro. So yeah, bro.
Single year during the end of July / beginning of August, every single mom all over the world collectively drags their kid out of their room and forces them into the car, where they proceed to take a drive for around 10 minutes around town until they get to a location that gives every single person on earth never-ending nightmares. Burlington, Ross, and Marshalls.
Oh my gosh, I never shopped at Ross. But Marshalls, Burlington, not gonna lie, Burlington, I only went there for coats. But Marshalls, oh my god, I forgot about this, bro. I forgot about Marshalls, man.
The clothing store trio of pain, doom, and despair. The amount of excruciating trips I've had to take to these stores is absolutely ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where I'd rather do my own shopping with my own money than tag along with my mom to the store where she'll end up finding her long-lost friend that she hasn't talked to since 1953. You're also gonna be in the dressing room trying
1953, damn, how old's your mom, nigga? Shit.
On 100 different clothing options until
the council was saying that, nigga.
You finally decide on 3 pairs to take home. And the only reason you chose those 3 to begin with is because your mom said that they would look perfect for her back to school Facebook post. Moving on from that, the next canon event we have for the—
Not gonna lie, I definitely cannot relate to that. That's definitely a y'all problem. If y'all ever experienced that, I truly feel sorry for y'all, but me, I ain't never get put in no Facebook post to my knowledge.
The first day of school is resetting your sleep schedule back to factory settings so you can get your body to wake up at 6:30 every morning again. It's pretty well known at this point that the majority of people during summer have absolutely no idea what in tarnation a sleep schedule is. I'm betting that half of you—
Not gonna lie, bro, in school, my sleep schedule was fucking cooked, bro. Oh my gosh, prime Fortnite, bro. Yo. I went to sleep at 1 a.m. every night, bro, trying to get a solo win. Nigga, I was ass, bro. I was not getting no solo wins. And then I wake up at 5:30, 6 a.m. That area of my life definitely fucked up my final height. Because right now, I'm 6'2". If I never did that, I'd be like 6'4" right now, bro. If Fortnite Battle Royale never released, I would have been at least 6'4" right now, bro. Right now, I'm 6'2". Me staying up all them nights in middle school, def stole like 2 years of my height. At least, bro.
In this video, have been waking up at 12 to 1 p.m. at the latest for the last 2 months and a half without skipping a beat. Hell, I know someone that's been waking up at 5 p.m. every single day for the entire summer without fail. Son.
Waking up at 5 p.m.? That's the ass sleep schedule I've ever heard, bro. Holy shit. 5? Shit. Actually, no, I definitely know someone who wakes up at 5 p.m. though. Or I think he used to. I think he kind of like stopped a little bit now. Or maybe he didn't. I'm not sure, but There is somebody I know whose sleep schedule is overly cut, bro. He be going to sleep at 6 a.m., be waking up at 5 p.m. I don't know how he does it, bro. Hey, but that nigga the GOAT, though. No, outside of that nigga the GOAT.
What are you even waking up for at this point? The whole day is already over. Something else I have to talk about is the night before the first day. I genuinely think the night before the first day of school is one of the most nerve-wracking and out-of-body experiences you'll ever have. I'm somebody who takes very precise and intentional actions when it comes to crafting my essential back-to-school outfit. I basically turn into Pharrell when it comes to curating all the clothes I'm gonna be wearing the next day. Nobody wants to show up back to school looking like they just crawled out of a New York alleyway filled with crackheads that always have 5 missing teeth in the front of their mouth. It feels so weird having to step back into that building after multiple months away and having no idea
5, 8, and 14. Yeah, you should be straight, no bullshit.
What to expect when you return. For all you know, the people that were in your class last year could have had some insane character development from the last time you saw them. And once you see them again, it's like they
Not gonna lie, I never thought that deeply about back to school, bro. I cannot lie, bro. Like, I will come back to school, bro, and I just throw some shit on, bro, and call it a day. Like, I cannot lie.
Formed into a completely...
Yo, his nose is fucking huge, bro. Damn. That nigga got a basketball for a nose. Oh, hell no, nigga. A baseball for a nose, nigga.
New person. I knew a guy that came back to school with the most insane glow up I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he legit went from like a 3 to a damn near 9 out of 10.
What the? Damn, what he do? A 3 to a 9? He was locked in, bro. That's how it be. No cap. I never did that, though, but that's how it be.
In 9 out of 10 in just one summer. And suddenly, every single girl that wanted nothing to do with him were hitting him up in his DMs, shooting their shot every other day. The next thing I briefly wanted to mention is getting...
If a girl was a 3, school comes back, she's a 10. I expect her to get more shots in her direction, so...
your class schedule for the first time. I can guarantee that everybody has had at least one terrible scheduling block for one of their classes. I'm talking a class filled with NPCs, none of your friends being in there, and the most boring and uninteresting teacher that you've ever had the displeasure of knowing. The worst scheduling block I've ever had is math first period, gym second period, English third period, and then finally ending the day off with physics. Man,
Damn.
Junior year me...
Yo, how do you hate gym, bro? That schedule doesn't even sound bad, bro.
Man, junior year me was getting absolutely torn to shreds every other day. And if what I just described happens to be you this school year, I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's tough, my guy. You're just gonna have to find a way to thug it out for the rest of the year without losing your sanity. After going through all the trouble of organizing your return outfit the night before, we have once again entered into the premises of the building known as Alcatraz Prison. My bad, I'm in school. Walking back inside the school hallway after being gone for 3 months genuinely feels like seeing your ex again after already having broken up 10 times already.
I've never not wanted to be a superhero so bad in my life. This nigga life sucks, bro. This man has the worst life I've ever seen. Him and Mark Grayson. That's almost a punishment to be Spider-Man, bro. I mean, yeah, you're a superhuman, you got webs and shit, but that's it, bro. Everybody you love dies or loses their memory. You gotta watch your big get cracked at a party and you can't do shit about it because nigga her memory of you is gone. Peter Parker, bro. I don't want to park nowhere near you, nigga. That shit cooked, bro. Hell nah, bro. That nigga life is straight cooked
already. The sudden realization that you once again have to deal with the same old BS inside of school is a pain that can only be described as absolutely soul crushing. First off, we have the popular girls making every single loud joke you can think of at 7:20 a.m. in the morning.
Talking about it! That was cute.
I will never not be annoyed at hearing, "Are we besties?" or "My friend likes you," be the first thing that they ask me when I enter in my class for the first time. If you've watched my school...
They ain't be getting the hose, bro. Talking about some, my best friend likes you. Nick Skepta be getting the hose, bro? Let me find out. Let me find out, Kush.
Popularity video, then you already know exactly what kind of kids I'm talking about. If you've been on TikTok recently, then you've already seen all the quote-unquote popular girl phrases that have been used by everybody and their...
Yo. Never mind.
Already seen...
That's funny as hell though. The dog is looking and the window goes up. Is that a Rolls Royce or a Toyota? It looks like a fancy ass car, or I might be bugging though.
All the quote unquote popular girl phrases that have been used by everybody and their mother for the last month and a half. You really can't be off TikTok for more than like 3 days, or you'll legitimately end up missing 15 different memes, 7 trends, and 4 different people getting exposed for some absolutely heinous crime. Like, can someone please explain to me what in the hell "quiet on the creek" means?
Yeah, I still don't know what that means. Quiet on the Creek. The second I heard Saucy Santana make a song about that, I like gave up trying to learn what that means though. I can't even lie, bro.
Phrases end up becoming popular memes in the first place. There's also this trend I've heard about called the obsession dance, which last time I checked, obsession is about a woman literally getting stripped of both her soul and physical autonomy because an incel bird brain loser was too scared to get rejected. What the hell is there to even be dancing about? Anyways, I'm getting off track. Unfortunately,
Bro, people have a dance for anything, bro. People just love to dance, I guess, bro. For anything possible, they gonna find a dance for that shit, bro. If a song is a sad-ass song about depression, anxiety, people on TikTok are gonna find a way to find a dance for that, bro. I don't know how that's possible. They gonna hit that hips, bro, and they gonna do something, bro. That shit don't make no sense.
the popular girls are not the only thing you have to worry about during your first day. You also have to deal with finding where all of your new classes are located once you get your schedule, and have to go on an uncharted level treasure hunt trying to find all the room numbers. If you've gone to the same school for a few years now and already know every single room number and classroom like the back of your hand, then this problem won't really apply to you that much. But for someone like me who's moved quite a bit in his school life, there is nothing more nerve-wracking than going to a new school and trying to find where your first class is located. During my sophomore year, I transferred to a new school because we moved that summer. The first class I had on my schedule was chemistry, and I thought it would have been super easy to find where my class is.
Not gonna lie, for all of y'all in school who have taken chemistry, who will take chemistry at some point, I feel very bad for y'all. I made it through school. I never took chemistry a day in my life, bro. First year, a freshman year, I had algebra, then geometry, then physics, then guess what? For senior year, I had financial literacy as a math class. We barely did any fucking math, so that was a free ass course, bro.
Is because the science building was directly next to the main entrance. At least that's what I thought beforehand. Because despite knowing that information, I still ended up taking 15 minutes trying to find my class. The number system
Dang, you suck, nigga. Nah, I'm trolling.
on the rooms kept throwing
Damn! Crossing head first into the bleachers? Yeah, you suck, bro. Hell no, cuz.
me off, so I didn't know if 2200 was downstairs or on the other side of the property in the portables. I must have lapped the entire school like 3 times before finally finding my class and walking in 30 minutes late. And if there's one thing you never want to end up doing in school, it's coming to class so late that every single person gives you a Ghost Rider level death stare that makes you imagine some of the worst nightmares you could ever conceive. Now, one thing we all know about the first day is that depending on how your teachers introduce themselves to their class,
Whip? What the fuck? You trying to reenact the 1800s, bro? Time's passed now. It's not that shit no more, bro.
the rest of the year could either be light and manageable or pure unadulterated prison labor. And even if they do change their behavior for the better later on in the year, the first day introduction can usually
Yo, that man Flight is overly zooted. Overly out of there, bro. He doesn't know his name right now. He doesn't know where he is right now. He doesn't even know he's on stream. That's tough. He's overly gone.
The introduction can usually give you a very clear prediction of what kind of shenanigans you'll be dealing with. Now, I'm not saying that teachers can't change the way they operate their classroom if things aren't working out the first few months, but especially during the first day of school, some teachers will straight up lie to your face when it comes to describing how you should expect their class to feel and look like for the school year. And my freshman history teacher was the perfect example of this. Despite portraying herself as the nicest and most relatable person in our school, I'm still convinced to this day that she secretly hated kids or something. She loved using Bitmojis as part of her slideshow designs, and I swear those teachers can either be the most chill and fun people in the entire school, or instead be the
literal embodiment of Satan himself.
On the first day of class,
I gotta learn how to do that shit.
I gotta learn how to do that for sure.
She told us that she was a very chill person that would never do anything out of line when it came to teaching or enforcing rules. So for example, if she saw you eating food in class while doing work or during her teaching, she wouldn't really care that much as long as you weren't making it a distraction for other people. But to absolutely nobody's surprise, she went on to become one of the harshest and most hated teachers in our entire grade. It was like watching a beloved character in an anime completely lose all their aura and appeal in less than a season's worth of time.
Not gonna lie, bro. If someone said either be Yamcha or no longer exist, I'd rather no longer exist. He got his shorty taken by a 5'2" Saiyan nigga. Jump's whole life is just cooked.
She ended up quitting the next year, and to this day, I still wonder if she ended up pulling this exact same stunt with her future classes. Glad I'll never have to find out. Our last and arguably most important topic of the first day of school is icebreakers. Icebreakers are bar none my least favorite thing about the first day.
I don't think a single icebreaker in life ever helped with making a friend ever. Or making friends playing sports is so easy, bro. Because you're playing the same sport with each other for like a smooth hour. After that, you're gonna make some friends for sure.
Words "tell me 5 things about yourself" or "tell us what you did this summer" legitimately causes my entire nervous system to start tweaking out from the insane embarrassment that I know is coming up in the next few seconds. I have absolutely zero interest in telling facts about my personal life to a bunch of people who I'll probably talk to less than 10 times for the entire year. I'm not even interesting enough as a person to where I can instinctively think of
Not gonna lie, bro. You just gotta be vague, but not too vague to where they tell you to repeat it or just like say a different answer, but you just gotta be vague, bro. Once you master the art of like being detailed but being vague at the same time, like saying something without saying too much, bro, you be straight, bro. No one really knows what you got going on for real, bro.
myself that aren't just copy and pasted from other.
Wake up, brush my teeth, go back to sleep. I'm a bum, nigga.
8 a.m. Wake up, brush my teeth, go back to sleep. I'm a bum, nigga. Drake, come save me. Drake, go. Drake, blow.
Yo, that's mad funny, bro. That's mad funny.
People who happen to have the exact same interests that I do. Minus icebreakers, teacher introductions are another thing that are so frustrating to deal with.
That video is mad funny. This one right here, I've never seen it. That's hella funny. He got an NLE Choppa lookalike and doing the same weak ass emo.
I do.
That's funny as hell.
Minus icebreakers, teacher introductions are another thing that are so frustrating to deal with on the first day. Like, I get it. You have to introduce yourself to everybody somehow so you don't just look like an undead skeleton teaching us information. But you also don't have to drag it out and give us your entire life story on the first day of class.
Bro, what is he complaining about? They give you the whole life story, the whole first day of class. Guess what? That means you have no homework, bro.
I promise you, nobody's gonna remember that one time you went to Paris to eat a chocolate croissant 3 years ago. We all know you're gonna give us 5 different homework assignments before we leave class anyway. Speaking of homework, your teacher giving an assignment during the first day is one of the most crash out worthy moments, I think.
Nah, OD, bro. Homework the first day is insane. I got that, bro. I'm like, are you serious right now, bro? Homework the first day? I just came back from paradise, sentenced to prison for 8 months for no reason, and you gonna give me homework the first day? Are you serious right now, bro? Respect my eats, bro.
Ever felt in my life? You couldn't have at least waited till the next week to start handing out papers? Nobody has the mental energy to complete all of these assignments. The first thing I'm doing after I get back from class is make dinner and lay on my bed trying to recover all the energy I exhausted from the last 8 hours. But with that, we finally concluded pretty much everything you can experience during the first day of school. I probably forgot to include some stuff, but if that is the case, I want you guys to leave them in the comments below and tell me what your least favorite thing about the first day of school is. And with that, I'ma catch y'all next time.
Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Dre back in his bitch, he's cunning. What's happening?